everyone and welcome back to my channel, Shelly's Millions. In today's video, I want to go over a few more details and a little bit more information about the Fed ED program, and I also want to talk about what happens in a little bit more detail if you were denied a Fed ED claim. Is it really automatic being switched on to a PUA claim, and what to expect if you were denied Fed ED. So stick around and watch the video if that's something that you'd like to know. I really appreciate everyone that trusts me with your unemployment information, and I appreciate everyone that has subscribed. If you haven't already subscribed, please take a moment and subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, share the video with anyone that you might think would find it useful. It really helps YouTube share my channel, and that's important to me as I'm growing my channel, and I really, really appreciate it. If you have an unemployment question or you just want to chat, I am doing live streams regularly, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you have a question that I haven't answered or I have not been able to answer yet, that's going to be the best way to get your question answered, is to join me on one of the Sundays for one of the live streams. So one of the things that I'm not sure I've been really clear about when I've been talking about Fed ED, which is the extension that's available after PEUC if you meet certain requirements, is that program is only available to people on regular unemployment claims. If you're currently on a PUA claim, right now there are no extensions available for that program. You can on PUA get a maximum of 46 weeks because they kind of will give you an original up to 39 weeks. And then if you go through that, they extend that same program for an additional 7 weeks, giving people on PUA claims a total of up to 46 weeks. But that program, PUA, that is set to expire December 26th unless Congress votes to extend it. So right now, if you are already on a PUA claim, the maximum end date to get anything from that program is December 26th. And people on PUA claims, unfortunately, are not eligible for a Fed ED claim. Even if you do qualify for Fed ED, there are a couple scenarios here in California where you might not get the full 20 weeks, even if you do qualify. And the first is, it's always worded as up to 20 weeks, and it's earnings based. So if you got a whole 26 weeks of regular unemployment, then you would get, it's half of that for Fed ED plus 7. So then you would qualify for 13 weeks plus 7, which would be the whole 20 weeks. But if for some reason on your original unemployment claim, you only qualified for 13 weeks of unemployment, then half of that, I think they round up, so you would get 7 weeks plus 7 weeks. So you would get a total of 14 weeks of Fed ED. So it's all based on earnings. It's always been worded as up to 20 additional weeks, and there are certain circumstances based on your earnings where you might not qualify for the full 20 weeks. Fed ED is a program that's been around for a while. That's not specific to the pandemic. It's tied in to the state's unemployment rate. So as long as the state's unemployment rate remains above 6%, then the possibility to get up to 20 weeks through Fed ED remains a possibility. However, if for some reason you are 10 weeks in to your Fed ED claim, and in week 11, California has an unemployment rate below 6%, then you need to start keeping an eye on, do we have 4 consecutive weeks where the unemployment rate drops below 6%? If that were to happen, and I would say it's probably pretty unlikely that that's going to happen for a while, but if that did happen, even if your claim balance showed enough for a full 20 weeks, Fed ED does end when a state has 4 consecutive weeks where their unemployment level is below 6%. So I don't think we have to worry about that, but if for some reason the economy really bounces back, I did want everybody to kind of be prepared for that and to be aware of that. Now, in all of my videos and all of the different flow charts that have been provided by the EDD or people that are very knowledgeable about the EDD, they have said that if you are denied Fed ED extension, that they'll automatically enroll you in a PUA claim. But all of my viewers are saying that they've had to call in order to be switched onto a PUA claim. And everyone that's commenting on the message boards that I look at, they all have also said that they need to call to be switched onto a PUA claim. And unfortunately, this is one of those things where a lot of the reps don't even seem to have accurate information on this. So it may take multiple calls to the EDD if you're denied Fed ED to get them to push you onto a PUA claim. Now, again, PUA is set to expire December 26th. So unless Congress has that in a bill, hopefully they do. Hopefully they'll be extending PUA and PEUC. But if you're denied Fed ED, and even if you are switched onto a PUA claim, the maximum length of time or the end date to receive funds from that program is going to be December 26th. I've also had a lot of people that are very confused because maybe you opened your claim in February or March. So they see their benefit year end date and think that they will have benefits all the way through a year when they opened their claim. And that's not the case. That's just your benefit year. So you cannot open a new claim until your benefit year is over. So hypothetically, if you're on a PUA claim that started in February, your benefit year would end in February 2021. If Congress does let the PUA program completely expire, you wouldn't be able to open a new claim until after February when your current claim year expires. Now, if you're in the middle of Fed ED and your benefit year expires, you wouldn't need to try and open a new claim until that extension runs out. And at that point, when your extension runs out, you might need to try and open a new claim. I know a lot of people are also really wondering if they're going to be eligible for a Fed ED claim or not. And I do want to mention that one of the other requirements is your original unemployment claim needed to start after May 19th of 2019. If for some reason your regular unemployment claim began before May 19th, 2019, you would not be eligible for Fed ED. A lot of people are also saying that they can't calculate their eligibility for Fed ED because they don't have their original award benefit letter anymore, and that's pretty normal. I think I've lost mine and I meant to keep it because I make these videos and I knew I might need to reference it, but it's somewhere, but it's misplaced. So if that's the case, you can call the EDD and ask them to send you out another copy of your original benefit award letter. It is not available on your UI online account unless you call them and request one. You might be able to send them a message through UI online or ask EDD and request it that way. All right, you guys know what comes next. I'm going to mention that if you were interested in trying out the stock market anyway, that I really like a stock trading platform called Webull. After an initial deposit of $100, you get 2 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $1,600 when you use my link in the description down below. If you use that link, please let me know in the comments which 2 free stocks you got. Thank you guys so much for watching Shelly's Millions. I'll see you next time.